Hey, it's Paul from Explore Nature. This is called the bench, and it's a spot in my woods. It's just a small bench. And from here, you're sitting in it's called an area of forest called the Oldfield Succession. At one time, this whole area was a pasture, probably 60 or 70 years ago. Right near this tree right here, there's actually a fence that goes that way. An old fence from it's an electric fence, so it would have been from probably the 50s. Has the old insulators on it that they don't use anymore, the old porcelain insulators. But now instead of pasture land, it's forest. It's regrown. It's all an uneven age stand, which means there's trees of all different ages. It's also a mixed forest, so there's a lot of different species in here, both hardwood and softwood. It's a really great habitat for songbirds, as you can hear. The teacher of the ovenbird. And I'm not sure you guys can hear it, but there's some higher pitch ones. There's a black-throated blue warbler. There's a black-throated green warbler. There's a black and white warbler. There's Blackburnian warblers. There's red-eyed vireos singing. In the evening, you'll hear hermit thrush singing. They have a flute-like song. There's deer in here, coyotes, foxes, weasels, snowshoe hare. Once in a while, you'll see a bobcat. Black bear. Haven't seen a black bear in here in about 3 years. Well, then once in a while, but not very often. But this is part of my property. It's really peaceful. As a photographer, it's a great place to get pictures of birds and insects and plants. And there's a lot of jack in the pulpit down in here, and white lily, and some trilliums, bunchberry, starflower, false Solomon seal, lots of different stuff, lots of types of ferns. It's a really peaceful place. I have a couple of bird hides here. I also have a field. We'll look at that later, but I have a field where I get a lot of wildflowers, lots of butterflies, insects, and some of the bird species you find out in the fields. There's a big cliff face behind my place, so I get a lot of raptors. I get a lot of hawks. I get red-tailed hawks and broadwing hawks. I get bald eagles and turkey vultures, merlins, Cooper's hawk, sharp-shinned hawk. They're all found here. I got barred owls that nest nearby, saw-whet owls. It's just a place full of nature. It's right on the Route 845 that goes down to Kingston. So once in a while you hear a car, but not always. Oh yeah, I also got winter wren. They nest here. Brown creeper. Of course, the black-capped chickadee. Golden crown kinglet. Ruby crown kinglets. Purple finches. Goldfinches. Ravens and crows. Blue jays. I had an eastern bluebird checking out one of my boxes, but it didn't stay. Tree swallows too sometimes. In the wintertime, I'll get a evening grosbeaks will come through. It's a very peaceful place, really. That's a black-throated blue. High whistle going sweet, sweet. Papillier woodpecker, I think hairy woodpecker, Johnny woodpecker, northern cricket, sometimes sapsuckers. This is my dog. This is James. He's hanging out with me on the bench. I'll get up so you guys can see the bench. Down there I actually have a bird hide. It's an older one. My main one's further over that way. Here's my little bench. I have a couple of them. I have some more benches down my footpath, which is way over that way. Anyway, I thought I'd share this. Nature in New Brunswick, Canada. Kingston, New Brunswick, Canada. It's a beautiful place.